from that very first Instagram message I sent out to now, it's just feels kind of accomplished almost, although I know there's a lot more to come, and this is really just the beginning of things. It just kind of is amazing and just so rewarding to finally be here. When I first got engaged, I was just thinking, like, wow, we have so much time, and now there's really no time. Yeah, it just feels so rewarding to finally be here. I just feel like I've matured so much. I feel like I was a little immature when we first met, and she definitely helped me through that, and luckily she stayed and saw me through. I definitely feel like she brought that out of me and brought my personality out a little bit.
Like, I knew right away when I first met him, I'm like, he's perfect, there could be nothing wrong with him, you know, and I'm just so glad that I still feel that way about him and that I still, like, look up to him so much. Brady and I, like, I feel like we've come from so much, you know, because we were so probably, like, young and immature and didn't really know, like, what life was all gonna offer us. I just think it's so exciting that we gotta go through so much life together.
Yeah, I didn't know much about Emily, but I wanted to find out, and so I just reached out and found that we have a lot in common, actually. You know, we're both Catholic, we played basketball. She kind of bowed out after a few years, but we had that in common, so that was really fun. And I feel like that's really what I was looking for, someone that was kind of like me, but also someone that could kind of, I don't want to say speak for me, but I needed someone that could really help me speak, I guess.
I'm gonna love you all my life. I'm gonna love you all my life.
The first time we met in person at Cedar Catholic gym, it was after a basketball game. I seen her walking in, and she walked right past my parents, actually, and my mom kind of pointed over like, is that her? And
Definitely like the Snapchat, Instagram stage. So I used to think back, I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird that we met over Instagram. Or we started messaging, you know, on Snapchat before we ever met each other in person. But like, I kind of look back to it and I'm like, wow, that's kind of I don't know, I think it's kind of fun for us.
I was really nervous, of course. After the game, we won, which was good, so that took some nerves off. At that moment, I didn't really know what it was all going to lead to, but I was hoping for the best.
You know, that's where we met, and that's where we took a picture, you know, for the first time. And especially like it was right under the crucifix. I don't know why, but that just felt so special and so right and so meant to be.
Whenever you start to feel like running and you forget just who you are, keep all of these words close to your heart. I'm gonna love you all my
Growing up,
life.
faith was always number one in my family, and of course I wanted to find someone that shared that faith with me, and Emily really, she's really great, and I just love going to church with her, and that was maybe one of the first things we did together is go to church. I've always, you know, tried to place all my trust in God, and through prayer, I remember during that time, before I met Emily, I just praying nonstop, like, Lord, please help me find a girl that I can share my faith with and just share everything with.
We both just knew that we wanted just to practice like the faith and everything throughout our relationship, and I feel like that's one key reason why either our relationship has lasted this whole time or like why we just have felt so strong about our relationship. It was just because we put our faith first together, and it's just awesome that we share the same faith.
If you met me when I'm with Emily, you'd think I'm very outgoing and extroverted, because when it's just us, I always try to make her laugh, and I'm always happy, it seems like, and even when I'm not happy, I try to cheer her up. And I think the thing about Emily is just she accepts you for who you are. And
Brady is he just knows how to comfort me, and he knows what I'm feeling before I probably even know what I'm feeling. I just love that he just loves and respects me so much. And everyone's always called him Smiley because he always just has a great smile on his face, but no one gets to see this his like fun, spunky side that I feel like me and like his close family gets to see.
Staring down the aisle looking at her, I'm gonna feel a lot of different emotions and hopefully a lot of excitement, and it's just gonna be amazing. Every step she takes, it's gonna be another step closer to the rest of our lives.
I hope he's like, that's my beautiful wife. Or I hope that I know he's gonna love my dress, but I just hope he's like not so nervous, because I know he's gonna be so nervous, but I just hope that he's just excited and ready for this moment, and that he's ready to make this commitment to me. I think I'm gonna be nervous as I'm walking towards him, but I feel like I'm gonna be so relieved when like we turn around and we finally just see each other. We finally just like let our emotions all out and everything. But then I can like kind of calm down and take a breather and be like, okay, we're gonna do this today. It's actually happening today. We're actually getting married.
I think it's awesome that growing up in Osmond and go to church, go to school, everything, just, my whole early life was in Osmond, and it's just amazing that one small little town could mean so much to two people.
I can't wait for the feeling to be Mr. and Mrs. Stech. And I can't wait for that feeling of just being one together, and that we just made that commitment in front of all of our friends and family. Done with the ceremony, now we're on to the reception. It's just gonna be a big party after this. Let's just go party.
Ever since we started talking, we've said goodnight to each other, and I think we'll still say goodnight, but we'll be in the same bed, and we won't need to part ways. And I think that's just going to be so cool to just be together. You get in bed, you're gonna have a teddy bear there for the rest of your life.
I'm so excited that I don't have to split away from like my best friend to go to my house to sleep, and I'm so excited that I don't have to leave to go to my apartment. And it's gonna be so just great to have that feeling of just being together, and we're always gonna be together, and I'm just so excited to be one with him.
Emily, I hope you know that I love you forever, until death do we part. And no matter what trials we go through, I'll still always be there for you, and I will always love you, just like the day we get married, just like the first day we met, just like the last day we'll be together.
I'm just so beyond blessed that we both are at this point in a relationship at such a young age. and that we want to make this sacrament of marriage. And I hope that one day when we're looking back with our kids and our family, that they can just see how young and happy we were. So yeah.
When our kids watch us, I hope they first see how young we are, how good we used to look. But I hope they'll realize that, when you find your person, you truly know that they're the person you're going to be with for the rest of their lives. That's pretty good. That's cool.